Can only white people be racist?
Systematically, yes.
No?
No.
What do you think? Okay, so no, we got a yes. Interesting. So we disagree here.
You guys can kind of be racist, and like the only reason why I would say only is because systemically there's more power there.
Oh, that's a very scandalous.
I really do not know where we got this idea that the only people who can be racist are the ones who are in systematic power. And then also, I don't know how we've come to the conclusion that white people are the ones who are systematically in power as well, when the Asians are the ones who dominate in terms of the money being dished out to the races. Asians are on top, so would we not say that Asians are the ones who are really systematically in power? So I don't know where we get this idea, and I'm still confused as to how we now have changed the definition of racism being the case that you have to be in power to be racist. So the people who are below them can't be racist, which makes no sense.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Can only white people be racist?
Negative. Everyone can be racist.
No. No.
Could you define racism for me, or at least, do your best?
A system that favors one group over the other one and uses state policy to enact it.
It's a systematic oppression of somebody who's lower than another person. And so because other races are historically less than white people, they cannot be racist against the higher up, which is the white person.
Not individual racism, but systematic racism.
No, the definition of racism is the belief that a particular race is superior or inferior to another. Also, prejudice based on race. Where did you get that definition from?
All the culmination of my learning experience.
Is every race capable of that, or no?
Every race is capable of being prejudiced, yes. But I don't think every race is capable of being racist.
It is absolutely crazy how indoctrinated society has become nowadays. Being prejudiced is just a form of racism. For you to be racist, you are by definition prejudiced. You're just prejudiced against a specific race. That is the exact definition of racism. It's crazy what social media has done to this generation in terms of what they have indoctrinated them to believe.
Black people could be racist because we kind of like to hold on to our culture. We don't like other cultures appropriating us, as opposing to like other cultures. I feel it'll be that they're kind of wanted to emulate our culture. So sometimes we like to be selfish with our own. So to me, that's kind of like racist. Why not share your culture with another?
It's power about certain things that are in place. Like, for instance, if your camera guy got arrested and you got arrested for the same thing, no offense, but more than likely, I would expect, which is really up, but I would expect him to be put away for something a little bit longer. Like, let's say...
If he was wealthier than me, would that be the same case?
No, I don't think so.
Is it a socioeconomic thing or is it a skin color thing?
A little bit of both.
Some people are saying only white people can be racist. What are your thoughts about those people?
Well, I don't know who's saying that, but that seems silly.
Why do you think they're saying that? What do you think about that?
Because they're ignorant. And when I say that, I don't mean in a disrespectful way. I mean that they're just not knowing.
So only white people can be systematically racist?
They're the only one in the position to be systematic racist.
And why is that?
Because they're pretty much in control of all the institutes, all the agencies.
I think there's also like power politics involved with that, and like also I think understanding your privilege, that in certain environments you have more privilege like over other races and stuff.
If you're the majority or something?
Yeah. So like in different environments, certain people are the majority, I think depending on like where you are and stuff. So yeah, that's what I think.
LA, who has privilege here?
I think I'd definitely say white people have like maybe more like the privilege out here in LA, yeah.
Hispanics outnumber white Americans in Los Angeles 2-1 almost. You know, there's the DA is Hispanic, the sheriff is Hispanic, majority of the LAPD is minority.
Well,
can only Hispanics be racist in LA?
No, not at all.
But only white?
I thought your definition of racism was those who are the majority in a specific situation. And in this situation, as he stated, Hispanics are the majority. So by definition, by your definition, they're the only ones who can be racist in this situation. So I don't know. These people are just so confused. It's unbelievable. So confused, and they just want to wallow so much in their oppression, and they just want to be oppressed so badly. It's become a character trait for, unfortunately, for a lot of black people to want to become oppressed. I don't know what it is. That's not something I want to be. Haven't experienced any type of oppression in God knows when. But for some reason, these people want to walk around and believe everything is racist and everyone is racist against them, and they're the only ones who can't be racist somehow, and define new things and change the definitions of things as well.
Whites can be racist in LA?
That's a good question.
Like double the amount of Hispanics compared to white people in LA. Does that make a...
No, I think if you look at it, so there may be more Hispanics here, like in LA, but then they're not really, I guess, like in position of power and privilege, or like really, if you go into...
District attorney? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't live
Gus-
in LA,
Gascon?
but like, yeah, we don't live in LA, but yeah.
In LA, can only Hispanics be racist if they're the majority?
That's hilarious because of like the numbers game. You're completely right, but I don't think so. We don't know how everyone got here. Hey, it is what it is. You know, it's none of my business. Let's say half of them got here legally, and let's just say half of them didn't get here so legally.
Okay.
For them to band together 100%, I don't think so, because of just fear, again, for the things that are in place.
50%?
Yeah, let's just say 50-50. Let's say 50% came here legally, 50% did not. I don't see 100% them coming together.
Yeah, it's like a funny, it's not a black and white. There's a lot of gray area to it. I do think that like other races, like let's say black people can be racist towards Hispanics and stuff. So I think that it's based on that specific experience in that moment.
Can only white people be racist?
No.
Everybody could be racist.
Everybody can be
in
racist.
one way or another, yeah.
That's a loaded question, and it's based on psychology, history, geography. There are black people, for example, who are American black people who come from a legacy of wealth, who can be racist against a poor black person, or it could just be multiple reasons why a person feels the way that they do. So I don't think that just white people can be racist.
What are your thoughts on the people that are saying only white people can be racist? What are your thoughts on that?
They're just wrong. That's ignorance right there.
I don't know, bro. They must be stupid.
There's a big movement pushing that narrative.
That's what I would say. It's not even about even being ignorant, although they are ignorant. I think it's more so the case that they're just really stupid. They're not only stupid, and I'm sorry to use that term, but to me it's stupidity. Or okay, let me be like, they are ignorant. And they're easily manipulated by the media, because the media wants them to switch definitions around, as I've stated, and that's what they seem to be doing.
What are your thoughts on the people that are saying that?
Great question again. I'm from New York. I'm 55 years old, and I come from a time when that was never really used, right? My mother's from the South, Jim Crow South. We never talked about white supremacy. We hear white male privilege and all these things, and kids are throwing them around. And I think what it's doing is creating a division amongst people and giving people power through their emotions, and not necessarily on critical thinking or anything like that. It's just kind of like a throwaway thing.
You think it's a damaging narrative?
Oh, without a doubt. We're all divided, whether it's LGBT, whether it's racism, white, black, whatever the case is. There's all these divisions, and we're all like fighting against each other on things that we really don't understand, and the psychology and history behind them.
All right, everyone, that is it for today.
And that's just as true as it gets. They're just dividing themselves, fighting over trivial things. And as he said, he was in the time of Jim Crow, and they never talked about white supremacy or systematic racism, and they never spoke about things like that. But then you come to a newer generation, supposedly generation who is not experiencing anything that they did back in the day, and they seem to be talking about it more than the people who actually were at Jim Crow times, which is crazy. But anyway, as I usually say, if you enjoyed the video, like the video as much as possible, comment down below, let us get a discussion going down below. I'll reply to as many comments as possible. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at YinkaThatGuy, and I'm out.